Did you know, according to University of Scranton, 92% of people will fail when it comes to reaching their goals? Why is that? Why do most people out there, they simply wish and dream and never make it a reality? What I found is most people out there, they lack the system. They don't know what to do. Because you probably have been referring to things you found online scattered about. You may have just been taught by your tutors, by the traditional education system. And a lot of that, firstly, is very flawed, especially if, don't get me started on the smart goal setting system. Go watch my other videos in regards to that. It is a total flawed system, okay? Elon Musk, huge legendary entrepreneurs like Jack Ma, they don't use smart. They use something else. Today, I'm going to share with you how I've been able to reach the goals I've set in my life. For example, beginning a new channel called Success Insider, beginning of 2016, I set a big audacious goal to reach 1 million people by the end of 2016. I have no idea how I was going to do it. It was definitely not smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And yet by the end of that year, I'd reach over 3.6 million people all across the globe. And it's all because of what I'm going to share with you today. And as you know, Insider, right now I'm taking part in a 100-day challenge where at the end of it, to celebrate our 3rd-year anniversary, I'm giving away prizes worth over $30,000. If you'd like to be included, all you have to do to submit your entry is totally for free. Is follow the link above right now or go directly to the link. Because every day you're checking out my videos, you also get an extra entry as long as you've submitted your details on that page. And that way, by the end of it, you'll be rewarded for your efforts because the more entries you have, the more likelihood you'll be able to win the grand prize, which is a private retreat with me and my team. I'll cover your flights, accommodation, and we can have fun in a paradise island. It'll be absolutely amazing. So make sure to do that, Insider. So let's go straight into how I will go about, for example, achieving this goal I've just set, which is 100-day upload challenge, which is every single day I'll be uploading a video. I've not ever done that on YouTube before. How do I go about achieving that? Because it is definitely out of my comfort zone. The most videos I've ever uploaded in a week is free. How will I do that even though right now I'm involved with huge global projects? Well, it's about following this. I want you to write this down. The first step is what I like to call the heart goal. Listen, you could give me a goal right now to become, I don't know, a 6-7 figure programmer. And no matter how much I try, no matter how many of these videos I check out, I will not make it a reality. Why? Because it's not my goal. You cannot achieve a goal. Well, you could, but you're going to feel damn right miserable because you're having to push yourself if it's not aligned with you. So you always got to ask yourself, firstly, before you begin any journey in regards to achieving goals, is it your goal? Or are you trying to impress others? Are you trying to validate to your parents that you're good enough? Are you trying to show to your friends, hey, look, I made it in the society's eyes? And I can assure you, I've had people, clients, who come to me nowadays who've achieved, let's say, the society's eyes of success, but they're damn right miserable. They're so poor, all they have is money. You got to ask yourself right now, is it your goal? Whenever I'm setting goals, I'm pulled towards it. It's my mission in life. I feel so driven every single day. Why? Because it's part of me. If you find yourself procrastinating every single day, if you find yourself having to motivate yourself every day, check in with yourself. Is it your goal? Because if it's not your goal, if it's just you trying to validate to your ego that you're good enough to the world, good luck. Don't be one of those people. Heart goal. You got to make sure you write down that goal that's aligned with your heart, and you will know it. You will know it feels right. That's the first one. Now, number 2 is process. What I mean by this is you got to make sure, Insider, that you know what you want. So you must make sure you write it down. You know what you want. Say, for example, at the end of a year, you want to be able to help 1 million people, whatever it may be, whatever your goal may be, write it down. Now, you got to know what you want, but you got to keep your eyes on the track. Remember, it's the process, the daily efforts that equals the long-term vision and mission. By you focusing on the end, by you keep on putting the energy right towards the end, sometimes that takes it out of the very day, the track you're stood in front of right now. That takes the energy out of the process that will equal the outcome. Every single day, have a ritual where you check in with yourself. What do I need to focus on? How can I channel all of my energy towards my goal? Your goal must be always be asking yourself very clearly, what is that one thing I want to achieve by the end of the year? If you've got multiple goals, by the way, you really want to check in with yourself and ask yourself, maximum three. What is the 3 goals I must have happen by the end of the year for me to feel satisfied? If this year was the last year of your life, what would those goals be? Now you're getting a step closer in regards to that heart alignment, the thing you're born to do, that intuitive clarity in regards to what you're born to do. That's how you create goals that you're naturally driven towards. Trust me, you're not lacking motivation. If there was, for example, a tiger behind you, I'm sure you're not going to need motivational videos to run your ass out of there, right? You're not lacking motivation. And you may be thinking, but Tim, I still procrastinate. Well, listen, you procrastinate on procrastinating. You're so driven on procrastinating. So for some reason, that's happening. I want you to realize your mind, I don't go too deep into this right now because it's more mastery session. Your mind has always got a positive intention behind anything it does. We as human beings, our behavior will never reflect something that does not have an underlying positive intention. If right now you find yourself slacking, you've got a misalignment there. Check in with yourself and focus on the process every single day, Insider. That's number 2. Now, this is a powerful one. I like to call this the future self. Think about the goal you want to achieve right now. That's it. Picture it right now. And ask yourself this following question. Who must I become in order for me to achieve this goal? Let me say this again to you. Who must I become in order for me to achieve this goal? You see, I believe a real purpose of a goal is to transform ourselves into that person we were born to be. A step closer. Why? Because the moment you transform yourself into the person you're born to be, that's the moment you can live the life you're born to live. As after all, life is nothing but a reflection of yourself, your internal world. So unless you transform the internal world, the mindset, master the psychology, you will never see the things on the outside. So that's the importance of asking yourself, who must I become? Think to yourself, by you accomplishing this goal, who would you have transformed yourself into? If you got a health goal right now, ask yourself right now, if you did achieve that, who did you become in the process? And have a visualization strategy in the morning, evening, where you step into that version and see through their eyes, hear through their ears, feel how good it feels to be in your future self's body. And begin to adopt the same chemicals that's firing off in your brain. Begin to just see the world as your future self would. Begin to handle problems, adversities, exactly as how your future self will. And you will find it instantly increases the odds of you accomplishing this goal. As Zig Ziglar famously once said, we cannot consistently behave in a manner that's inconsistent with the way we view ourselves. So the way you view yourself in life, I want you to realize our behavior is never going to deviate from that. So think to yourself, who must I become? Step into that person every single day. Because I want you to realize you don't become rich from having money in the bank. You get money in the bank when you know you're rich. And this is why you get plenty of studies I've covered before here on Success Inside the YouTube channel in regards to how rich people, there has been stories of how they've lost their fortune, but they immediately accumulate it back. And you look at broke people who've got a broke mindset, they win the lottery, and then guess what? Several years down the line, they lost all the money, they're back to broke, sometimes even worse. Why? Because their identity hasn't shifted. They haven't stepped into their ideal future self. They've remained broke inside, so the outer world began to reflect that. That's what you got to become a master of. This stuff goes really deep. This is something I cover really deep with my mentees. And that's, I want you to realize, if you've got misalignment in regards to this, you're going to struggle with achieving this. So you've got to make sure you've got to step into your future self. Let's go on to the 4th point, which is you got to make sure that you burn. This is a scary one, by the way. Burn the bridge. Burn the bridge. What did I do yesterday? If you've not watched yesterday's video, I want you to watch it. I'll put a link above right now. this is when I announced to you my 100-day challenge plus a $30,000 giveaway. Plus, I told you why I was doing it, which is to celebrate my 3rd-year anniversary. Success Insider was actually built upon a challenge. A friend of mine and I, we were discussing several years ago in regards to how we felt like it's our time to serve and contribute a message. And we both started by challenging each other. And we burned the bridge by telling everybody this is what we was going to do. Now, although my friend fell off track, I continued to do whatever it takes because I burned the bridge so much. I told everybody around me that they were now holding me accountable. And I attached so much pain because I wanted to realize that human beings we're always avoiding pain, and we're twice as more motivated to avoid pain than we are to seek pleasure. So if you can burn the bridge and have a lot of pain associated with actually not going back to your old habits, it's very likely that you're going to do whatever it takes. And so I told all my friends, and yesterday I told you in regards to what's going to happen, right? 100-day upload. In my mind, I've already achieved it, right? In my mind, I know I've positively, with certainty, I'm going to accomplish this. Why? Because I've burned the bridge now. There's no going back. I can't just all of a sudden forfeit. And I've got accountability. I've got a private group I've created on WhatsApp where we're going to be checking in every single day. And studies have shown the power of accountability. Go look at those studies. We increase the odds of you basically achieving your goals when you know there are people holding you accountable, and when you've told others what you're going to achieve. And you've already shifted your identity, so no longer are you resisting that. You are it. It's just like how a smoker who's quit has got resistance. But if you change your identity by stepping to your future self to a non-smoker, there is no longer a resistance. Is that making sense? So this is why the step-by-step process is literally transformed my life and lives of my mentees as well. So you got to burn the bridge. Ask yourself, what can you do right now that will make you burn the bridge? There is no going back. So burn the bridge. You know you the best. Do something that will make you ensure that there's no going back. That's the 4th point. Let's go on to the 5th point, which is if then. What if then strategy is all about realizing that in life, you never want to get to a point where you are almost tripping yourself up with so much positivity in regards to what's going to have happen. You got to also check in with reality. The reality of the situation is you set goal, and there will be obstacles, there will be adversities, there will be days that you struggle. So the question is what are you going to do on those days? How are you going to show up? How are you going to do whatever it takes despite the obstacles? If then is about setting yourself up to win. If you got a health goal right now, if you got a finance goal, if I feel tired, what are you going to do then? If I feel like I don't want to go gym, what are you going to do then? By planning in advance, when you're in a good emotional state, you're setting yourself up to win. So make a list of everything. If then, if then, if then. You know you the best. What normally happens? What normally takes you off the track? Focus on basically getting back on the track by setting yourself up to win. These are the 5 steps that will help you to achieve your goals. Time is ticking inside it. That's what I want to realize. Take action on what you learned today. And like I said, I'm going to be uploading videos every single day now. Here's the burn the bridge statement again. So if you'd like to take part in this $30,000 giveaway and have a chance to join me on a luxury VIP retreat alongside my team, and I'll cover your flights and accommodation, all you have to do to basically submit your entry for free is follow the link above or go directly to the link here. You never know unless you try inside it. So make sure to submit your entry. And just want to say thank you so much for checking out today's video. If you got value from it, make sure to share this video with your friends and loved ones. And like this video if you like this video. And comment below in regards to any questions, biggest takeaways that you got from today. And as always, my friend, follow your heart and take action. And go live the life you're truly born to live. I'll see you on the next video soon. Take care.